What type of bread?
Any type of bread. I have sourdough stuff. I have whole wheat. I can make like artisan loaves, focaccia.
Artisan loaves?
Yes, artisan loaves. I bought 3 different Dutch ovens to make 3 different types of bread. Like
artisan. Yes, artisan.
Yes,
What,
artisan
are you
loaves.
kidding
Are
me?
you kidding?
Like, we're not running a fucking shitty
I
operation.
can make a baguette.
Yeah, word up.
So, yeah, I'm into cooking a lot.
Okay.
That's like one of my. It's not a cool hobby. Everyone has to eat, so like everyone should learn how to cook.
I mean, like I really think like cooking is like an overlooked because like I cook. Just based on like survival, like I just have to, make.
Well, that's why you should learn.
Make
That's
a meal
why
night
everyone
tonight.
should learn how to cook well.
For sure.
If we all have to eat,
yeah,
we should all do it at its best.
Yeah,
and that's why when people are like, I only eat chicken tenders. It's like, what's wrong with you?
yeah. Oh, if you only eat chicken, like
chicken
definitely
tenders,
stay away from it.
cheeseburgers,
Yeah,
it's like eat something else. There's
like,
so many foods.
Yeah,
There's so many.
Nah, man. Like it's like
You're bound to like something.
You go to like Union Grill or like Fogo de Chao something, and it's like is there any chicken tenders? Yeah. It's like, excuse me, like they're asking for ketchup at Union. Like what's going on here?
Sick.
Like what's going on? Like
this is disrespectful.
Yeah, bro.
Honestly.
It's like, do you know where you're at right now? Like you're asking, like you're at Nobu, sir. Like asking for chicken tenders. Like what's going on?
Yeah, so I have a strong respect for food, and I like to learn like other types of food because I'm Italian, so obviously I'm eating like tons of Italian food my whole life. So I try to buy alternative cookbooks to try to like learn other things.
Alternative cookbooks was
like I buy a lot of Asian cookbooks right now.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
so
like I'm learning. I want to.
Have you mastered like any of those dishes?
It's hard.
Very.
Because it's hard to find the ingredients.
Yeah,
honestly.
man, for sure.
I don't know where to go.
Yeah.
These aren't places I'm typically going, nor places I was typically taught to go.
Yeah.
So I have to search. I have to dig, but I'm learning. I ask my friends a lot. Like any person I can ask for help, I do. Like, I'm not afraid to ask. Like, hey, does this look right? Do you think that this tastes well? Like, you have to learn how to do it
Real
somehow.
Shit, yeah.
And so I don't know. I'm dabbling. I'm learning, and it's just for my own sake. Like my own knowledge. Like I would like to be able to go somewhere, see something at the store, and be like, oh, I know how to use that. Because for some reason my brain thinks like if I'm ever on Chopped, I don't know why I'd be thrown into the Chopped bucket. Like where they're like,
That's
you know
so
what?
funny.
This
yeah,
random
right.
girl from Pittsburgh, she might be it. She might be our next Chopped champion.
Yeah,
so I'm like, okay, I need to learn every ingredient and how to use it properly.
For sure. No, I mean like even like because like you said like this random girl from Pittsburgh. Like I've really only been living here for like what? So like I'm coming up on a year now, right?
Yeah, we moved about the same time.
Yeah. So like.
Always in sync.
Always in sync, right? But just even like
ready to my Daphne for real.
Dead ass, yeah, real shit. But like there's just so much talent in this city, like so much.
A lot, yeah.
That just doesn't really like get the, I don't know, like the eyes and like what I mean. So like, what do you think? And this is kind of like a not like tough question, but it's like, what do you think that this city needs to come in? Because like you're a native, you're from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So like, what do you think that like this city would like could use as far as like a creative hub or just like kind of like place like just like that could boost the eyes that like some of the creatives out here get?
I think the places that are really struggling right now need to be like boosted up because there's a lot of beauty in Pittsburgh,
right.
But a lot of places are falling apart that could be great commercial place. Like I think there needs to be more shopping plazas, I guess, and like actual like individual stores rather than just like a Target, a Walmart, a Kmart. You know what I mean? Like these stores that hold everything.
Right.
Like Pittsburgh, from what I know, from like what my family has told me, like the streets used to be like a shoe store, a clothing store, a pants store, like a candy shop, a soda fountain. You know what I mean? Like each place had one simple task that they completed. And I think Pittsburgh still has that capability because you're starting to see that like New York has that everywhere.
Yeah.
Every corner is a new shop with something like different, odd. And Pittsburgh,
they're making it like in New York, like you have to spend money when you go out there.
You have to spend money, but Pittsburgh needs money. Like they need to
For
rebuild
sure.
these structures. I like the authenticity and the historic aspect of it. They just need a little bit of love.
Yeah.
Like Pittsburgh just needs some love,
Mm.
and it needs some like young, fresh minds and like creative people to come in and be like, look at a space that needs a little bit of like handiwork.
Yeah.
Fix it and be able to sell. Like that's what it needs. Like little places for people to go and like actually like vibe out, and rather than just buy one, like, you know what I mean? Like, those kinds of places used to really be like hubs for people.
Yeah.
Like everyone would go shopping on a Saturday and you'd get your shoes and then you'd go have like a drink with your buddy and then you have lunch and like that whole thing. And they still have those streets and they still have these storefronts. They're just empty.
Right, yeah.
And falling apart. Like that's just, they didn't filled.
So what would you like, put there? Like, what would you like, just like kind of off the top of your head?
I just want like, I don't know. I want more clothing stores because I like to shop. But, like, I don't know, like more boutiques and stuff like that. Like just coffee shops even. Like we're starting to get more coffee shops. Like at least in my area, I feel like there's a lot of coffee shops and like a lot of like little restaurants. But I think just like like cafes. Like I'm in Montreal and like France, like other cities, and, like all over the world. They always have like just little places to like snack.
Hey, you been in Montreal?
Yes.
Oh, really? How was that?
It was beautiful.
I never been.
I loved Montreal. I went when it was really cold too, and I still loved it. It's beautiful.
I've never been to Canada.
It's a fun place. I
Never
like Canada.
been.
I'm a big fan of Canada.
Yeah.
Shout out to Canada.
Definitely shout out to Canada. So I just like kind of like more boutiques, more.
Yeah, just like more places for people to be like, oh, why don't we go here on Saturday? You know what I mean?
Facts,
Like,
right?
You can't just always go to the mall.
Yeah.
Like the mall's always gonna be just like the mall. You need to be able to go like to like a restaurant and then to like they like arcades.
Facts, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like a place
yeah.
to buy records.
Just recreational spots.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily like there's a CBD boutique in Lawrenceville.
Okay,
called Hippie and French.
I didn't know that.
Called
Okay.
Hippie and French. It's
Okay.
yeah, and that's like a super cool. Like they have little places to sit. You can like
Oh,
learn
that's
about
dope.
CBD.
Yeah, that's
it's
very
like cool.
dope.
Like
Okay.
I'd rather go somewhere like that. Like
There,
even if
yeah.
I'm not gonna buy anything,
Literally,
just
to
to
chill,
company.
hang
Yeah,
out,
for the
like
company.
just like kind of be around
Learn
like-minded.
something.
Right. Yeah,
like,
that ass.
bookstores.
Honestly,
like
yeah.
It's like places where you can go and like just do
Places
something.
like don't sell steel.
Yeah, like
steel beams.
yeah, like a place that doesn't sell paint.
Yeah.
Everybody sells paint. I don't.
I'm
yeah,
not this
and office
handy.
supplies.
Like I'm not this handy. Like I'm not sure why so much is out there. So, okay, like kind of going like shifting back to the whole professional world, right? What's
Very
like
serious
the
talk.
yeah,
You're really getting into it.
like what is the ultimate goal for you? Like, is it even in this career? Like, what do you
like my life goal or my career goal or
career goal? Like, just like what you see yourself like putting the most energy into, like later in life. Like, what is like what do you want to just be like? I want to focus on this ultimately.
I would like to have like some sort of like storefront of my own one day.
For sure, yeah,
Just
I
of,
can definitely
like,
see that.
A hodgepodge of things.
For
Just,
sure.
Like, local artists, like knickknacks, like like little bowls and
Yeah,
cups. Like I don't even care what it is. I just want to like be in a place where I can just have people come in every day and talk to them and like get to know. Like I just want to be in like a social setting where I can sell people things that will make them happy.
In fact,
Like that doesn't make them feel like they're doing something bad. Like they feel good about buying.
About like buying your product and stuff like that.
Like I just want to make people happy, and I feel like if I could do that, and I would be fine with that. Like even if I'm selling like dog treats, like it'd be the simplest thing.
Yeah.
But if it makes every customer that comes in
like
there happy, that's all I need.
So like, in dealing with like marketing and like digital content, like, do you feel like what you're doing right now could set you up for that, or like do you think like you'll even need what if really okay?
Yeah, because right now I'm working for a startup, so I'm seeing like what happens from the beginning, and like it's a completely different company than something I would ever start. But like
definitely go into how you feel about like like after that. Sorry, but definitely go into how you feel about working in a startup and like what that environment is like.
Yeah. So because I work in a startup, I learned a lot about like what it takes to like really start something. Like you have to do a lot of the work yourself.
For sure.
And I like that. I like doing the work for myself. Like I like working on these websites. I like creating stuff like fresh, like without it being done before for the company. Like there's something about having a clean slate that feels good, because if you mess up, you could try again. It's like you only did it one other time. Like you keep growing.
Right.
And I like the growth of being in a startup. And I feel like that's why I would like to have my own company at some point. Like even if it's just like a little boutique somewhere, like in Lawrenceville or something. Like
yeah.
I would like that I could grow. Like I like the process of growing.
For sure.
And like being able to maybe like pass it down to someone else like once my time's up to like help them grow,
Okay.
Just
so in working in a startup environment, like what was like, was that the first startup that like you worked for?
My old company was technically a boutique kind of startup. It was an agency though, but similar vibes in terms of like it's a lot of learning and a lot of growing. Like like you have to adapt quickly.
How was that initially? Like, you know, like when you walk in, it's like, all right, like, you know, because
you have to be prepared for people to not know the answer.
You got to figure it out on your own.
You have to figure it out. Like, because someone might not know either. It might be their first time doing it too. It's a lot of like not knowing and learning. You have to figure things out. Like, it's my experience at Penn State was a lot of people who had tons and tons and tons of experience. So when they told me things, it seemed like it was so matter of fact. Where it's like now when people tell me things, it's like, it might work. And it's like, that makes more sense.
And then you look back and then realize that, like, oh, they were bullshitting.
Yeah, like, they
because if this dude that like is starting a whole company, Josh from fucking statistics that is fucking hung over from the frat party like the night before is saying like shit so matter of factly.
Yeah,
like,
and now it's like, oh, it has to be this way. And now I'm working and I'm like, oh, is that right? And my boss is like, your guess is as good as mine. The only thing we can do is check it, and it's like, you're right. Like, it's up to me to figure it out. Like, I don't know. So, I don't know. That's like the thing is like you just gotta learn to figure things out, and sometimes things don't work.
Sometimes things don't work.
So things don't work, and that's okay.
It's okay. And like, so what was like? I mean, because like, you know, when you make your, I don't want to say first, because like the mistakes never truly end, but well, like they end, but it's like you're always, you know, prone to. It's a learning process, you know what I mean? Like, you know, fully. So like, what was like the first time where like you're like, oh shit, that's not what I was supposed to like. What was that feeling like, and like what like walk us through like what even happened?
So, I've messed up things on like websites, like just like I've deleted something or
hey customers, fuck you.
Yeah, like I've written something and it's made no sense.
Yeah,
like, I was like, get everything 30% off, and then I didn't put the sale on. So it's like that didn't actually happen. Yeah. So like there's like times where you make a mistake and it's just like you have to do it.
Yeah.
You just have to fix it.
Facts.
Like I always thought that when I made a mistake that it would be like, oh, you're fired. Like, that's it. You're done.
That's trauma, though.
But no, like, the first time I made a mistake, it wasn't even at my current job. It was at my old job.
Okay.
And it was simultaneously when I was telling them I was quitting that I made this giant mistake. And I had to corner my boss, and I was like, I have two things to tell you. One of them's bad. One of them's really bad. Exactly how I phrased it. I was like, I don't know how else to do this. I was like, we had this meeting.
This is in New York?
Yeah. I was like, we have this meeting, and I know that this isn't what you're going to want to hear, but I was like, I accidentally did not submit this in time for the due date, and also I'm quitting. And like, I really was like, I was like, here's my 2 weeks. Yeah, no, I did it that way. And then she was like, okay, let's talk about the first mistake.
Yeah.
And she was like, that's fine. Just email them. Be like, I missed the date. Here it is.
Right.
I emailed them, and they were like, oh, yeah, sorry. We actually extended the due date by like a month and a half. And I was like, shit.
Bro, look at life, bro. Yeah, look at corporate life. Like, real shit. Like,
oh, God. And so then my boss was like, and you're quitting. And I was like, I'm quitting. I hate it here.
So, like, what? I mean, like, if you don't mind me asking, like, why'd you quit? Like, did you just not like the environment?
I got really sick.
Oh, okay.
I got really, really sick at my old job, and I was too stressed. And I didn't realize I was sick from stress. I thought I was really sick from stress. Like, I was not functioning well. I was not working to my fullest potential. And it was obvious, and I was like, I don't want to get fired. I'd rather leave on my own terms.
Yeah.
Like, and I told them, and they were like, if you want to come back when you're feeling better, you can. But I was like, I think I'm having a breakdown. Yeah. And so I left. And it was fine, honestly. Like, I have good relationships with them because I was honest about it when it was happening. They're like, "Do you think that this is because of stress?" And I was like, "I think so." I'm sorry. Like, there's nothing I can do. I can help as much as I can. But
what? Because I mean, like, I know like New York is a very stressful environment by itself. But like, what stressed you out?
I was just working like nonstop, trying to manage like my life, trying to get like.
It's tough, man,
I had like a 2-hour long commute because like an hour in, an hour out. Like, I'm on the subway all day.
Yeah.
I'm like. I was working until like 8, so I'm getting home at like 9:30, and it's like then I have to eat dinner, and I have to go to bed, and then I have to get back in there at 7.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, yeah.
So I was like, I couldn't function.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't want to be in New York anymore.
It's good that you did that though. Like,
yeah,
you know,
I felt I was scared to make that decision for myself, and I remember every day I would Google when I would go to the bathroom at work. I'd Google, can I quit my job? Am I allowed to quit my job?
But like that's just like
because you never make that decision for yourself
ever, and it's just like trauma from past
first job,
and it's like, do you feel like coming out of college like that you were educated and like prepared to even really be in like an actual corporate environment?
No, I don't think college
either.
prepared me at all.
Me
Honestly,
either.
those Success in the City things, I thought I was hot shit at those.
We all
we're
did.
in New York gonna get jobs.
Look at my blazers I bought from Macy's.
Here's my resume. Here's my resume. ABC.
But like, do you remember like that shit that
And like
we
they're
went
being
to?
like, you guys are all gonna get jobs.
Yes, bro. And oh my
Me and
god,
you rode the bus together.
we rode the bus to like it was New York, correct?
Yeah, it was New York.
New York, and like it was like this huge, pretty much conference of like different companies recruiting.
And like major companies.
Like companies
that
recruiting.
wanted nothing to do with a bunch of hungover college kids. Like why were we there?
They gave us pre-packaged like tuna salad sandwiches.
It was the grossest
Yeah.
food. I was like, we're in New York City. This is hosted by Penn State. They have billions of dollars. Like there's trillions and trillions of dollars in this food.
Literally.
And we are getting fed like this
Carrot sticks, like
a mini pack of pretzels.
Yeah.
Not even the big pack, like the mini ones that they give like children.
Literally. Nah, we
And
were definitely not.
water,
Real shit.
And I remember one girl. One girl, she went to one of the ladies and she's like, I actually have no experience in what you're hiring for, but I'm fascinated by your company. I would love to learn more. And this woman goes, honey, get away from me. And she just started to cry. And I remember being like, I'm going to fail. I'm going to fail here.
No, that didn't happen.
She was like, I don't want to hear it. She's like, I want people that actually have that want this job. That know how to do this job. It's like none of us have experience.
We're all 21, 22 years old.
It was like
I have a codependency on marijuana. Nice to meet you. Like nice to meet you. Like
exactly.
Yeah.
You're never gonna find love.
Like what the fuck was like? She was like, "Yo, like get away from me."
Yeah, no, she was like, I don't want to hear it.
Wow.
I remember her saying, I don't want to hear it, honey. And she was, and I remember being like, I'm never.
That's weird because it's like.
But that's how like people are in New York, first of all, and that's why I think it was dumb to hand like a bunch of college kids to a bunch of New York
That's what I'm saying.
These are, like business people.
Facts.
These are they were recruiters, yes, but these are recruiters that are literally looking. These are major companies.
Facts.
Like they're looking for people that like literally have like a written thesis.
So why are you feeding a bunch of college kids to the wolves?
Yeah.
Like,
and so they were like rude. And I remember talking to someone later in life, and they're like, I don't think anyone got a job from that.
No one did, bro.
I didn't.
Yeah,
and I would reach out to them, but they were so uninterested. And I remember even doing like exactly what they told me to do. Like, tell me your name, send me a pic. I remember I talked to so many people about like things to remember about me because my name's Kat, so like I can make that funny.
Facts.
I can make that memorable. And like I remember having these conversations. I remember like so believing that these people were going to email me back, and I didn't hear back from anyone. I reached out to like 50 people.
Do you remember? It was like that one company that like was in contact with maybe I think both of us. I don't like. It was like this one company.
Oh wait, I think so. And,
yeah.
We'll get you a job, and then they both
then just
us.
Didn't fucking. I was like.
Yeah, no, we both reached out to them. We were like, "This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good." And they were like a scam. It was like multi-level marketing companies there too. Like I don't know why they threw us in there.
Yeah, no. Shit was fucking nuts, man. I mean, no.
College did not prepare me for
a
a New York environment at all. And then when I worked there, it was wild.
Yeah, no. So I mean,
I wasn't prepared for how much work
I
was
want to
actually gonna have to do.
That's one thing, and then like okay, so like we can even talk about that's like when you realize like the work, like did it shock you at all? Were you like okay, like this is not so bad, like, and then it's like it's kind of like a two-parter here. So like that, and then also like what advice would you give somebody that may be in your shoes right now watching this, like maybe undecided and like want to go into marketing or like want to have that sort of career in mind?
I guess going into it, don't be afraid of all the rejection you will get. You only need one job.
That's, man, Nah. That's a fact.
Like if
That's a
one out of
fact.
100 reach out to
Literally.
you,
That-
you just need the one.
There's like this quote from Mark Cuban that's like you only need to be right once.
Yeah.
One time. Like
You just need
literally,
one job.
Literally.
Like if you can find that one full-time job, like given it pays what you needed and everything, you don't have to fight. But like if you can get that one job in your field, you're set.
Right.
You'll get something else after.
Right.
You just need to get yourself in there. So, like I got rejected by hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Like, and by rejected I mean they didn't even.
It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. They didn't even reach back out. They were like, don't have the time.
Yeah.
And I remember writing like these cover letters, but most of the jobs I ended up getting, I didn't need a cover letter for.
Yeah.
I just sent it an easy apply.
Why do jobs do that?
I'm never writing another cover letter because every time I've written one, they haven't responded, and every time I've sent it a LinkedIn easy apply, they have. And so
why do jobs lie? Like you don't want it. You don't want it. You're not gonna read it.
They're gonna laugh. Like it's literally like they're gonna be like, haha.
Like what? Like what the fuck?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't write cover letters.
Mm-hmm. Don't write cover letters.
Apply to stuff you want to get. Like I applied to my job because it was hemp synergistics, so I was like, cool, hemp, and that's what I got. This is
Not real shit.
I was like, I could probably do that.
Yeah.
And I was like, and it's something I care about. And I was like, maybe I'll get it. And I got it.
Okay.
And same thing with my other job. It was like I was reading the description. I was like, I could probably do this.
Yeah.
And I applied for it. It was an easy apply, and they called me, and I was like, cool. That's all it took.
Fuck it, man. Nah, for
Just
real.
apply to what you want. Don't apply to things that you think like apply to things you think you won't get to. Because I don't ever think I'm gonna get anything, and I've gotten the things I thought I wasn't gonna get.
That's dope.
So
Okay, so I kind of want to move on to this little bit of a fun segment here. So I post on Instagram like they have this Mandela Effect filter. And for those of you who don't know what the Mandela Effect is, it's just like this phenomenon where people remember things a certain way when in reality it happened a totally different way. For example, and like the reason why it's named this way is because the Mandela Effect, people thought that Nelson Mandela died in jail and people can swear to you on their kids even. Like, I remember I saw the news stories like he died in jail and this and the third, and it's like, no, he got out, lived a very long life after he got out, and then eventually, passed away. So there's this filter on Instagram where it's like, it's kind of playing that game of like, is it this or this? So I kind of want to play that same game here, right? All right.
here we go.
So here we go, right? The Mandela Effect segment, right? So obviously we all know Looney Tunes, right?
Yes.
Is the tunes in Looney Tunes spelled Toons or Tunes?
Oh.
O-O?
Oh.
O-O, right?
Yeah.
It's U-N-E-S.
That doesn't make. But they're loony cartoons. They're cartoons.
Yo, I promise, it's Tunes, which is fucking crazy,
like
right?
that.
Nuts,
I don't
right?
like that.
Oh, trust me, there's some shit on this list that's gonna fucking
don't
blow
like
your
that.
mind, right? All right, that's
I'm gonna be bad at this.
intro.
Yeah.
That's the intro, right?
All right.
Cool.
Let's do it. Okay.
All right.
I'm ready.
J.C. Penney, right? Is J.C. Penney spelled? Is the penny in J.C. Penney spelled P-E-N-N-Y or P-E-N-N-E-Y?
E-Y.
I thought it was without the E, because the E-Y is correct.
Yeah.
EY is correct.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but I thought it was
I
without
knew
the
that
E. Why is that why do we remember shit like that? It's so crazy.
I wonder if it's the way the font of the logos and the fonts
Maybe,
that can
maybe.
because Walt Disney when they do that D, it looks like a G. You know?
Yeah, okay. I see
So
what you're saying.
sometimes I wonder if it's not that there's a different thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
I don't know how to explain it.
No. I know, but it's just the font of things makes you think about a certain way, as far as what it says.
It's like that thing where they take away all the vowels and the words, and and if you can read this, your brain is 10 times. But it's you still can read it.
Turned upside down.
Yeah, it's it just might be the way it's structured might make you confused. I don't know.
Facts. All right.
That's my
So,
thoughts.
does Febreze now? Think of the the Febreze logo, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is Febreze 1 E or 2?
2.
It's 2, right?
2.
2 for Breeze, right?
For
Breeze is like it's 1 E.
What the hell?
It's one
Is it?
fucking E, bro. I promise. Like,
Who designed that?
bro, that's what I'm saying. It's literally
Honestly,
1
this
E.
should not be called the Mandela Effect. It should
Bro.
be called bad marketing.
Yeah, bad marketing.
bad branding.
Lies I've been told since I was a child.
Poor
Like,
branding.
yeah, like what the fuck?
Poor brand ideas.
But like, literally everyone remembers it for Breeze,
Breeze,
2
2
E's,
Breeze
and
is
they will
spelled with
swear by it. But it's 1 E. They're bugged out.
I hate it.
Okay, now this one might fuck you up a little bit. This
Alright,
one literally
okay.
might fuck you up.
Okay, I'm ready.
Is it sex in the city
Sex in the City.
or sex and the city?
In the city.
In the city, right?
Yeah. No, Sex and the City. No, it's Sex and the City. It's Sex and the City.
Because it's sex and the city.
Yes, because I remember my mom corrected me at a young age.
Really? Okay,
She's
no,
a
she
big-
might have.
She's
Yeah.
a big fan. I was like, Sex in the City. And she's like, no, it's Sex and the City.
No,
It's
'cause
about both.
literally, because like even like before I looked this up, like if you ask me like, is this like it's sex in the city? Because that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like sex
Well,
in the
Sex in
city
Well, yeah, you're
of
having
New
sex in the
York,
city,
like
yeah.
dating in like the life of New York, like
Yeah,
you know
but
what
no,
I mean? Like,
you're having sex and you're in the city.
and you're in this city
Yeah.
because I mean even from your like it's. Being in New York City
And
is
the
like
city is
it's a
separate from the
beast.
sex
yeah.
you have, yes.
It's,
As someone who
it's
lived
a
there,
beast. Like
yeah, the
you know
city
what I
is
mean?
separate from the sex you will have.
Yeah.
Yes. That is the best way to describe it.
Holy
You
shit,
don't want to have
man.
sex in the city.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what
no,
I-
no,
yeah,
no,
that's
no,
gross.
no, no, no.
That's
You want it to be
dicey.
2 separate parts of your
yeah,
life.
yeah, that's a different part of your
definitely a fact.
life.
Man, Kat, thank you so much for taking time to be up here, man.
Thank you
It's
so much for
real
having me. I
talking
was
to
really
you.
happy to be here.
I mean, before you go, obviously you work for a sub CBD company. Please promote anything like where can they follow you on
You can catch us on
Instagram,
Pure CBD _ Lily Rain CBD and the Hemp Bakers. You can catch all of our stuff on puresynergistics.com. Right now we have 50% off gift boxes.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Sign up for the email list. I make the emails.
Okay, stop.
Yeah,
Okay.
read the emails. If you don't read the emails, it probably won't affect you, but it affects me.
Facts. Yeah.
Yeah. So read those emails
Facts,
that I
facts,
send out.
facts.
Sign up. You can sign up on our website. And yeah, thank you so much for having me. It was
man,
really
thank
great
you so much
to be
for coming
here.
up. It's
Always
all
good
good.
to see you.
Absolutely,
Our once a week
likewise.
occurrence.
Literally, you know what I mean?
Next time
Obviously,
maybe we'll
man.
be at the casino.
Maybe stop, man, because that Rivers Casino. I can see why the addiction.
Yeah, I
is.
know we had a little bit of,
But you're good at gambling.
but we enabled each other too
We
much.
definitely enable each other, but you're good. Like you're actually good at
Well,
gambling.
no one's good at gambling. I just am very enthusiastic when
But
I
you
win. Which
walked in-
makes I did walk.
I
in.
didn't see you lose anything that night. To be honest,
Winners
and
win.
no even
Winners win.
Goodness gracious. Nah, but thank you so much for coming up. Episode 31 of the MIC podcast. Kat Paletta, your host Toby King. Guys, have it going, man. Peace.